February's mobile gaming lineup is expanding even further. A ton of new games with no clue or even in the making, and some decent new releases as well. Hello friends, this is Mobile, and here are 15 new games to play on your Android and iOS this week.
What the heck is that?
Alright, first of all, this is almost a brand new surprise. We've got the game Misguided Remastered. You know, it's also a demo, by the way. Probably not your typical mobile horror throwaway. You know, it's a third-person survival horror. Classic style. You play as a high school girl trapped in this otherworld nightmare, searching for a missing best friend and this, you know, her mom's last letter. And yeah, it gets really dark. What makes it, however, a hit is Indonesian folklore. You know, the monsters, the atmosphere, the whole vibe feels a little different. And this remastered version's got better lighting, smoother, you know, pacing and cutscenes, smarter AI, reworked maps. It feels polished. If you like a horror slow, atmospheric, and a little psychologically mean, this is a seriously strong start to the list. Coming up behind that at number 2 with I Am Taxi Driver. That's right, another new game from the same folks who made I'm Monkey, I'm Security, etc. And yeah, it looks chill at first. You pick up passengers, let autopilot handle the road, easy money, right? Yeah, no, the real game happens in the backseat. In fact, every ride turns into this weird little sandbox scenario where you're not just driving, you're dealing with personalities. You can chat, mess with them, calm them down, or whatever you like. It's a casual game, of course. It's a sim game to some extent, pretty unpredictable and kind of hilarious. It's not about basically driving, it's about surviving the vibe. And that legit actually makes it way more fun than you possibly think it should be. Cargo Hunter is sitting at the top of its own kind, and after getting enough attention, developers decided to bring it out on PC. That's right, an Android-driven extraction game, third-person shooter that's been getting a good amount of attention recently. It's a hardcore PvP, VAI wrapped in a cyberpunk apocalypse where every run gets tense and risky. The extraction pressure is constant, no hand-holding, no arcade fluff, just survival, progress, and demolish. You know, you drop in, you fight AI and real players, rip cybergenetic upgrades off of your enemies, grab whatever loot you can and pray you make it out alive. Gunfights get brutal, upgrades change how you play. It's a pretty good game. We've all seen zombie shooting games, serious ones, gore, the silly. Zombie Hunt Target, though, leans sort of all the way in. It's a full-on the outbreak, offline, no excuses, just you, your guns, and waves of zombies that just don't stop coming. You got snipers, AKs, MP5s, grenades, a whole arsenal, and upgrading your gear actually matters. The game has got a mission-based pace, it's pretty fast, straight to the point, no fluff, just aim, pull the trigger, survive. If you're into classic clear the horde, level up, do it again but harder energy, this is just pure, unapologetic zombie shooting on mobile. Alright, I'm not even gonna pretend it's a new game here because it's not. Dislike it if you must, but chances you miss this gem, it might turn out your best choice of game if you like party races. I mean, forget Disney Speedstorm kind of racer. It's one of those party racing games where the physics actually feel right. The cars have weight, handling's clean, and when you hit a jump or slam into someone mid-air, it feels earned. Definitely a lot of floating game, not cheap. You've got knockback modes, bomb mode, hold the crown mode, plus parkour tracks that just straight up feel like Grand Theft Auto stunt maps. Not a pay-to-win nonsense, there's solid story mode on the game, and just if you're into competitive racing that doesn't feel mobile cheap, this one's close to being top tier.
Cruising depth in roughly 40 seconds. Stand by.
Iron Long is $1. And yeah, it's available now on Android. It's sitting in the top paid charts on the Play Store right now, and it actually sort of deserves to be there. So what is it? The story is you're a convict sealed inside a tiny submarine, and you're just surrounded by an ocean of blood. No joke. Humanity is basically wiped out, habitable planets gone, and you're sent down there because, well, you're expendable. The whole game just traps you inside this claustrophobic middle coffin. No big open areas, no comforts, and yeah, this is the same game that inspired the film from Markiplier. If you like horror games that are simple, oppressive, and actually creative instead of loud and cheap, Iron Lung is a absolute must-play. Playable offline right now, it's 99 cents. Well, here's the thing, Warframe on mobile is still giving Android players their shot at, another beta testing. The final beta is live, you don't even need to sign up you just have the chance right now. And if you are, of course, an Android player, it's either 4, 5, or around 10 gigabytes in size of just MMO shooting, parkour, and enough loot to bury a small planet. And of course, if you're an iPhone user, you already know the drill. It's been out on the Apple Store for way too long. But if you're an Android user, you can finally see why Warframe has been the mobile space ninja king for over a decade. Use the link down in the description. If it didn't work, use a VPN and go Canada. A quick mention for those of you that were around a couple of nights ago, Whirlwind's Meat's coming back in style with a new expansion called the Hexy, pushing further the narrative, the landscape, the enemies, and just a ton of new lore to discover. It's the same cinematic woo-ha type hype developers been cooking for a while, and it's prepared to launch on March 6th. Free to play, huge scale, serious production value. If you're into open world RPGs that feel ambitious, this is as far as it goes. Crisis X, however, is like someone looked at every freaking survival game out there already and said, we're gonna need all of it in just one game. It's been a long time coming and in the making. It's promised for PC somewhere around March, but it's already here, available now on Android, if you're willing to be a tester. It's online, about 14 gigabytes in size, and it's free. It's super massive map, thousands of players per server, zombies, PvP zones, pits, tanks, sport cars, randoms, all there for good measure. Suffice it to say, the game's aiming quite big, and if it delivers even half of what it's promising right now when it's out globally, it could be something different. If not, it'll still be fascinating to see it working on an Android.
Let this old bishop tell you tale.
Shotgun King basically turns the classic chess game sort of upside down with a shotgun twist. So you step into the boots of a king who wields a shotgun, blasting the opposite pieces while following chess rules and some tactical roguelike goodness. Each move, advance, shoot, reload as a life or death decision, obviously, since it's still chess, but you've got upgrades, power-ups that shape your run as well. Originally, it was a hit on the Epic Games stores. This February, it stormed onto iOS for mobile players hungry for something new in strategy. Pretty clever game, surprisingly faithful to chess, of course. It's the bullet-riddled mashup chess players never thought they needed, sort of. If you're into old school, grindy MMORPG energy but want it on your phone, Rise Online World Mobile is basically built for that crowd. Not the login for 10 minutes kind of game, it's a full open world MMO, classes, skill builds, dungeon raids, rare loot drops, and that constant chase for a better gear. You've got clan wars, 24/7 PvP zones, battle points, and competitive ranking, a deep crafting system. If you're the type, let's say, who enjoys long-term progression and competitive clan scenes, this one hits that lane pretty clean. It's a free game, about 2 gigabytes in total, been out on PCs for nearly 3 years. It's also a Turkish-made game, but it's a pretty good, a damn fine attempt as well.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Bonus game, definitely. One of the worthiest mentions if you missed it here, Tomb Raider is a $20 Android and iOS port. It is not a lazy port, and the graphics is still insane. Runs smooth as a butter on a knife with touch, gamepad, or even keyboard and mouse. So get in there. Get you the full adventure, no compromises, all the cinematic moments, all the adrenaline, 12 DLCs included. Basically, if you've ever wanted Laura's origin story on the go, this is the one. And yeah, I do think it's a little bit expensive as well, so I don't know.
Never to be seen again.
Nova Slash, on another hand's got that one developer with a vision, sort of energy. It's pretty raw, ambitious, and definitely swinging big. So if you're into stylish action games with a dark sci-fi age, this is one to keep on your radar if you're not playing it. It's an action platformer with unblockables, character customization that lets you shape your playstyle the way you want. Pretty aggressive, it's also dynamic, and there's that revenge-filled momentum that, pushes everything forward. Nova Slash is also, in case you're wondering, is set in a dystopian mega-state where science has gone just too far. You're a prisoner turned walking supernova after surviving some very unethical experiments, and not exactly in a forgiving mood. Now, on another side, we've got the game Viking Hero, a tower defense classic, but not just any, where by day you're building a village, defenses, gathering resources. By night, grab a Viking hero and personally jump into the battles. That makes a tower defense, the base building, and light real-time strategy control actually makes you feel active instead of passive. And the roguelike perks, mean every run changes, new boosts, different builds, different strategies. If you like strategy games, but you don't want to just sit there watching, this one actually hits quite different. And finally, at number 15, we have the game Mad Tank, which is basically what it sounds like. You, a tank, and a ridiculous amount of zombies. That's it. And somehow it's still nice and satisfying. You get to collect over 40, in fact 50 different cannons, mix and match them, upgrade them to the max, and basically build your own rolling apocalypse machine. Boss fights are huge, get a little absurd at times. The controls are one-handed simple, it's pretty fast, clean, just pure arcade. It's a free game, by the way, and plays all the way offline. Thanks for watching, I'll see you again soon.